Hey everybody, this is David, and this is Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy Remastered, as you can tell. So let's get to it. We're gonna skip the tutorial. We don't need a tutorial. So this just came out, kind of. I mean, this game came out 10 years ago, but the remastered just kind of like popped out of nowhere. I don't know if this was announced. If this was announced, nobody told me. I didn't see this in the news anywhere. One day I just signed into Steam. Or actually, I saw it on the Apple, the iPhone, the iOS App Store. Indigo Prophecy is available for your iOS. If you want to play it on there. I'd recommend playing it on Steam, personally. Also, I'm playing on a Mac, so sorry PC people, but this is probably going to look like shit.
Soap commercials, politics, and history books.
But it's also a PS2 game, so it's not going to look that good to begin with.
Choice but to see things the way they really are.
I think. I don't know. It's remastered. Maybe it'll look great.
My story is the one where an ordinary guy has something extraordinary happen to him.
He sits in a river.
Supposed to happen. Maybe it was my destiny or my karma or whatever.
It's my karma to sit in a river.
Sure. Nothing's ever going to be the same again.
All right. So, here in the U.S., this was called Indigo Prophecy, but in other places it was referred to as Fahrenheit. So now it's being re-released as its original title, and this is the uncut version, so you can see, like, titties and stuff.
It all started right here. Where else could it happen? New York,
Anywhere?
capital of the universe.
I played this game back on PS2, and I loved it. A lot of flaws. The story completely falls apart towards the end, but at the time I played this back in like 2005, there was nothing like it. Now there's a lot of games kind of like this, you know, other David Cage games like Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls, and The Walking Dead. All the Telltale games are a lot like this, really. There's a lot of stuff that's really like this. But at the time, this blew me away because no other game gave you this level of choices and like feeling like you were controlling the decisions that your character made. You know, most other games were like, here's an objective, go do it. And I remember even getting the demo for this on an EGM disc and just playing the demo over and over and over because it was so incredibly interesting. Written and directed by David Cage. This is David Cage's first game. Oh yeah, I forgot crows are like a big thing. I always loved this opening. I still think this is one of the coolest openings in a video game ever. Even if the rest of the story falls apart later, like this opening is fucking awesome. I don't want to talk over it, so just watch. I always thought it was weird this guy didn't see him coming, though. Like, you know, you see things in the mirror. So this is the part where like the X-Files theme would play, and then Mulder and Scully would show up and have to figure out what happened. I was gonna whistle the X-Files theme, but I can't really whistle, so it would have sounded like shit.
What have I done?
Oh, I forgot about the like psyche meter or whatever.
I didn't want... It was like a dream.
I will say the music in David Cage games is always phenomenal. Even if the story is always has some issues. I always love David Cage games. I love this. I love Heavy Rain. I love Beyond Two Souls. But
I've got to get out of here
man,
before somebody comes in here.
the stories always start out a lot stronger than they end. I'll say that. Okay, so okay. So yeah, right away you get to like you can choose to clean all this up and like kind of hide the evidence. What am I doing? Okay. I wish that they had button prompts, but I guess I can figure it out. So yeah, you can choose to like hide all the evidence or whatever, or you can just actually just run on out there and then everyone will see you, but like you can still get away. But I always like, you know, I like to be efficient here. I like to clean up. Although you are timed, I believe. I believe in a minute the cop starts to come towards you. But yeah, so this is Lucas Kane. He just killed a man. You know, he was hanging out at a diner. Ordinary time. So yeah, the psychic meter, or psyche meter, or whatever it's called, the more like depressed you get, the more bad things happen to the storyline, the worse that'll get for your character. But you can kind of fix stuff by doing like good things. Like now, you know, I'm cleaning up the mess, so it's helping his anxiety a little bit. Although he still leaves that blood right there. Like, you have a mop, dude. Oh, there's a knife.
The knife. I've got to get rid of it.
Okay, so now the cop is getting a little, you know, he's like, oh, I've been here for a while. I gotta take a leak. I'm surprised that guy didn't scream, but all right. Also, they don't show you where he hid the knife, which is cool. And now, you know, we'll see why that's cool later. See what else can we do in here. Buy some condoms. I think that's about all we can do in here. Oh, can I go clean this up?
I'm bleeding. I must have cut my wrist with the knife.
I like how he just noticed that
My
now.
forearms are cut too.
Now that he looked at this, he noticed, but he didn't notice before when he was cleaning the blood off of his wrists in the sink.
It's barred up. I can't get out this way.
Oh, dang it, I shouldn't have looked. So again, like, you know, a lot of games do this kind of stuff now, where you just kind of walk around an environment, kind of like figure out what you need to do. But man, at the time, there was, I mean, maybe this, I don't know if this was the first game that did this, but really at the time, there was just nothing like this. And it just blew me away. Like, I seriously played this demo for so long before the game came out. Oh man, we're getting some issue there. I think this is the table we were sitting at. Yeah, there we go. I might have to turn down the settings. Again, sorry guys, I'm on a Mac. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I gotta pay my bill. And then... Okay, is that it? Let me get in here. Turn down the settings a little bit. Okay, so if you wanted to look at the settings, here you go. Graphical level medium. Let's go ahead and go to low. Sorry. If you want to watch somebody play this, like, and have it look really good, I guess watch another Let's Player. Yeah, see how much better that runs. And I mean, you know, if this was like some like HD, like, I know it's an HD remaster, but if this was like a brand new release, I could totally understand. But like, this is a PS2 game anyways. It's not gonna look that great to begin with. Let's talk to the cop.
Can I help you with something, sir?
It's horrible. In the toilets, it wasn't me. I'm innocent.
You better go and splash a little water on your face, sir. I think that would do you some real good.
So, in context, it obviously seems like he's talking about, you know, we know what he's talking about, but to the officer, he just said, it's no good, the toilets.
Before the police get here.
What does that cop think happened? Alright, so I think I just run. What's run button? Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I gotta run to the taxi. So if you're slow, that cop can actually come while you're still in the bathroom and, whatever. Also, I shouldn't have talked to that cop because it lowered my anxiety. Well, it raised my anxiety, I guess I should say. It lowered my meter. Oh yeah, there's a homeless guy doing stuff. Oh yeah, man, the plot gets weird. The homeless guys are like, I don't know, I won't spoil it, but the plot gets fucking weird. I'm sure if you're watching this, if you're one of the 3 people that'll watch this video, you probably know the story already.
Nobody goes anywhere. A crime has just been committed. I'm going to have to ask you to stay calm and wait here for the police to arrive and check your IDs.
You know, I don't know what happens if you don't leave. Like, if Lucas was still here when the cop says that. I wonder, maybe you just get game over. I don't know. Like, in Heavy Rain, what I loved about Heavy Rain is, like, no matter what, if you die or whatever, like, the story will just keep going just without your character. I thought that was really fucking cool. In this, I don't think that happens. I think it'll actually game over you.
Dog's dining. That's it. Why do they always wait for me to go on duty before they start killing each other in the middle of the night?
Tyler, somebody gets murdered every day in New York.
But especially when I'm on
She
night,
can't hear you.
it's as if every psycho in the city has it in for me.
Nice car, though.
If you want a bitch, do it inside. That way I don't have to freeze to death listening to it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Like,
You're the boss, Connor.
they didn't really do this in Beyond Two Souls, but in this game and then in Heavy Rain, like, certain conditions are, like, a big
5
deal.
years on the force, I've seen
Like,
some
in this, they're always like, oh, the temperature's, like, negative 100 now. Now it's a negative 200. And in Heavy Rain, the whole time, they're like, rainfall is, like, 2 inches. Rainfall is 3 inches. Like, they didn't do that in Beyond Two Souls.
The bad feeling I got when I walked into that restaurant. As
Oh,
if
yeah.
some part
Here's our
of
other
me knew
characters.
this time,
Two of the other characters we play
something
as.
different.
We play as these detectives, or police officers, or something. And so we were just Lucas trying to, you know, clean up and get away. And now we're playing two detectives that are trying to
How's it
catch
going,
him.
McCarthy?
Evening, Inspector. I've been waiting for you. Hey, Tyler.
Hey, Martin.
So, what happened?
Homicide. I found the body in the toilets. I had to go before I went home.
Oh, yeah. Also, multiple dialogue paths. Like, I don't remember
Do we
this
have a
before
suspect?
this game.
A client left just before I found the body.
I mean, it had been in games, but, like, in a way that it was timed, and you had, like, the story would happen differently based on the choices that you chose. This was the first game I ever remembered that happened in.
Who is the victim?
His name was, John Winston. A regular here at the restaurant. Kate knew him. She could tell you more.
How was the victim killed?
With a blade, from what I could gather. But we should wait for the autopsy.
Oh, right, because he didn't find the weapon yet. And yeah, this conversation will be different
Is the body still there?
if you hadn't cleaned up the
Boys from
stuff.
morgue
And
were waiting for you to get here before moving it.
I guess that kind of goes without saying because of the, like, how many games do this now. But again, like, I just remember at the time, I was
Were
so
there other
blown away
customers in the
by all these
restaurant at the
choices
time?
and options.
Yeah, 2 other guys.
So I'm wondering now that so many other games do that and probably do it better, will this game still be fun or interesting? Because that was really the highlight, was like experimenting and trying all this stuff. Now that other games do that and tell a better story at the same time, even David Cage's own games, because Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls tell better stories than this by far, even though they have
Which
flaws.
table was the suspect sitting at?
Oh, he was sitting at that table over there.
So I wonder if I'll still like this as much as I
Thanks for your
did.
help, Martin. It's late. I think you can go home and get some sleep.
I'm gonna wait until you're finished with Kate, if you don't mind. I want to make sure she gets home okay.
Okay. Press the B button anytime switch characters. Cool. So yeah, I can just jump between them. Yep. Cool. There's a minute lag between it though. All right. So yeah, you play as these two detectives, and I always love this dynamic because in one scene you're desperately trying to hide all the evidence, and then you immediately come back and look for it. So you know, depending on how well you hid stuff, will depend on this scene and like their reactions to everything. And I always thought that was really cool. And also kind of bizarre because it makes you wonder, like, who should I play with? You know, like, should I help the officers and, like, leave clues that are easier for them? Or should I hide the clues? You know?
Several wounds on the left side of the
Do I want
chest.
my one character to get away, or do I want to catch him with my other characters?
They appear to be knife wounds.
Like, here, I mean, you can call, I think, the investigation off pretty early and just be like, yeah, we couldn't find a murder weapon, we didn't really find any blood. We just found a dead guy.
Blood on the mop. The killer must have used it to clean up the mess. Why would he risk getting caught to do that?
Although I do believe, you know, much like most of these kind of games, you know, they have like these kind of multiple options, and like the Telltale games are bad about this too. Kind of no matter what you pick,
Looks like the guy was totally by surprise.
it kind of all goes the same way anyways. It's just, you're really picking more of like how the characters represent themselves and act. You're not really necessarily picking
I don't understand why there would be
different
blood here.
branches for the storyline. It pretty much is going to be along the same tracks, and you're kind of just picking, you know,
Garrett to analyze it.
the
Know for
variables.
sure.
Constants and variables. Sorry about that. Alright. Sure. I think that's... Oh, yeah, we didn't find the murder weapon. I think it's in here in the back of the toilet. It's been a while, you know. I'm not seeing an option to get it. Maybe not. Maybe it was outside through the window.
Stab some dude in the toilet? You gotta be crazy.
There was an
This
option
guy
there for a
took
second.
Big risk. Anybody could have walked in here and surprised him.
Here we go.
A table knife covered in blood. Obviously the murderer. Killer used his silverware to stab his victim. That would seem to indicate that the murder wasn't premeditated.
Well, it happened in a bathroom in a diner. I mean, how premeditated did that seem before?
Prints and identifies the blood on the blade.
Okay.
Do I need anything else? I think we're good. Let's go out and talk to that waitress. Oh, I can talk to my friend here.
Tyler's
Tyler.
been my partner for almost a year.
I'm just staring
He
at
grew
him.
up with the gangs in the Bronx before he decided to join the force. Sometimes he's unpredictable, but he's a good guy.
This is interesting. We're having a staring contest, I guess. Oh, I didn't mean to push the leave.
Call it a night.
No, I didn't mean to
Come
push the
back at this
leave.
thing tomorrow when our heads are clear.
We're not finished, Tyler. We still got some important stuff to see before we can go home.
Okay, good, because I didn't mean to push the leave. I was just not thinking. All right.
Tyler, I'm gonna take a look outside.
You know, like, I mean, this definitely looks like a PS2 game, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't look bad. I mean, I need a side-by-side comparison to see, like, how up-res it is. I doubt much, but
Good evening,
I don't know.
sir.
It could look worse. I mean, it looks like a PS2 game.
Hey, babe. What can I do for you?
Someone was killed in that restaurant tonight. Did you happen to see anything or anyone unusual?
Did I see something?
Yep, that's what I said.
don't see nothing. I mind my own business.
Cold enough for you?
Yeah, well, luckily I got this to keep me warm. You want a little splash?
Okay, I'm gonna go try to get someplace warm. Take care of yourself.
Oh, man. That is one thing I guess I don't like about this game, is that it doesn't tell you, like, what actions might lower your thing, you know? I don't know. I guess you wouldn't know in real life what things you might hear that would make you feel depressed all of a sudden, but still, you know. Alright, let's go talk to the waitress. Oh, I guess we could talk to the... No, we already talked to the officer. Screw him. Let's talk to these dudes.
Hey, Garrett. Hey, Frank. How's it going?
Hey, Carla.
Hey, Carla.
So, you guys find anything?
We took some samples here and there. We're almost finished. We were just waiting for you before we took the body away.
Well, here I am. What up, girl?
Kate? I'm Inspector Carla Valenti. I'm in charge of the investigation here. Would you mind answering a few questions?
No. Go ahead.
Have you been working here long, Kate?
It'll be 11 years next month. I've seen all sorts in this place. Down and outers, junkies, you name it. The till's been robbed a few times, but murder? That's a new one. Johnny was such a nice guy.
Did you know the victim well?
John was a regular. He came every Monday. He always ordered the same thing and left a nice tip.
Sounds very lonely.
What was he like, Kate? Do you think you could describe him for me?
I only saw him for a few seconds. I guess he was about average height, fairly young. That's all I can remember.
Could anyone else have come in?
No, I don't think so. You can only get in the front door. If somebody else had come in, I would have seen them.
Did you get the impression that John and the suspect knew each other?
No, I don't think they did know each other. The man had already been here a while when John came in. They didn't talk to each other. No, I'm almost certain that John didn't know him.
All right.
Do you know whether the victim had any enemies? Anybody that might want to kill him?
John was just a nice, normal guy. I can't see why anybody would want to kill him.
This is a lot of
Can you tell me what you
conversation.
saw?
I wasn't expecting to dive into
There
this
weren't
much.
that many people tonight.
Those lights don't look great, but maybe that's just because I'm playing on really low
Just
res.
chatting with Martin at the bar. I didn't even see John get up. Oh my God.
You have to try to be strong, Kate. I know that this has been a shock for you, but you're the only one who can help us find the suspect.
My shift was almost over. I was just chatting with Martin at the bar. John got up and went to the restroom. The man must have followed him. And then he must have snuck out afterwards because I didn't even see him leave.
Man,
What
you guys
happened
did not pay
next?
attention.
Martin went to the restroom, and that's when you found John.
Did you hear anything while John was in the toilets? Sound of a struggle or yelling?
No, I didn't notice anything.
Oh my gosh, it just
Did you
keeps
happen to
going.
notice anything strange about the suspect's behavior before he went into the restroom?
I guess that's what this game is. I shouldn't complain.
Wait, yes.
That's kind of
I
the point.
remember something. I came back at one point just to check whether he needed anything. He didn't answer me. He just stared straight ahead. It was weird. I didn't push him. I thought maybe this guy is a little crazy. God, if I had only known.
Do you think that you would recognize the suspect?
I'll never forget that face.
Perfect. Do you think that you could come down to the station tomorrow and help us construct a likeness of the killer?
Yeah. I'll do whatever you think I can to help catch him.
Thank you very much for your help, Kate.
I hope you find the bastard who did it.
I think if I remember right, they let you like draw the likeness yourself, and you can choose to make him look like incredibly goofy, or you can choose to actually make it look like Lucas.
Martin will make sure you get
And it depends on how much you want to catch him or whatever. But it's just really funny because you can put like goofy mustaches on him and stuff, and she'll be like, "Yeah, that's him. That's the guy." So this is also on iPhone and I guess probably iPad and stuff too. I have no idea what it would be like on iPhone. I wouldn't want to play it on there. When I first saw it on iOS, I was like, man, I kind of want an HD remaster of this, but is this all it's on? But then I saw it was on Steam. All platforms on Steam, Windows, Mac, and Linux. So it's only $10. Hey, I mean, even if this game doesn't hold up as well, it's $10. I mean, there's no reason not to get it, really.
Did you find anything, Tyler?
For that, I'd have to be able to keep
Oh
my
man,
eyes
your
on
eye okay?
Keep up the good work, Tyler.
Is that it? I think we're good.
You ready to go, Tyler? I think I've seen everything I need to see.
Are you sure? We can take another look around if you want.
No, I'm
Nope,
sure.
we're
Let's
good.
get out of
That's
here,
it.
Tyler.
Okay, let's bust.
It's
I
time to
didn't
get
I
back
didn't
to
play
the
as
car.
Tyler, but it
I'm
really
dead
wouldn't have been
tired.
much different. All right, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. I don't want to show too much of this game off yet. I guess, again, no one's probably gonna watch this. I guess if you watch this and you want me to play more and see more of the story, I can.
He's
But
wounded.
I guess let me know. I'm gonna play more, so I guess I might as well play more and upload it. But I don't know. Well, that's gonna call it for part 1, though. So. Again, this is $10. It's on Steam. I think it's worth picking up, if nothing else, if you're just curious about it. Or I guess get it on your iPhone if you want. I don't know. Play it when you're not playing Crossy Road or whatever. Looks like we got one more little thing to watch here. Okay. I didn't kill him with the urinal, but I think that's supposed to be like part of a dream sequence. Yeah, loading screens, huh? Still going. Oh, man. I probably should address that wound before I went to sleep. Dude, you look like you should be dead. That's a lot of blood. Wow, dude. Oh, I guess the cuts are in his arm, but they don't look like they're over his vein, I guess. They look kind of up on below his elbow. Oh, no, nope, never mind. They go all the way up. Yeah, you should be dead as hell. Unless those are some shallow-ass cuts.
I'm gonna get ready and go to work.
I'm gonna get ready and go to work. Well, not today, Lucas.
Head. Feels like somebody shoved a steel bar in my brain and then melted it. Gotta make it stop.
Yeah, the classic saying. All right, how do I save? Do I just? I guess it autosaves probably. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. All three of you. Oh, I guess do they have bonus stuff? I guess they do. Movies, gallery sequences. I'm not gonna click on any of that right now, but cool. Yeah. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.